Good morning, guys, and welcome to your house and apartment mini project. To kick this thing off, we are starting with finding a house. There's a couple different websites listed here. There's Zillow, which we've used in class, Realtor.com, Hunt Real Estate. I would recommend just sticking with Zillow. If you want to try some of the other ones, that's fine as well. But first things first, let's find a house. So what I'm going to do is go to Zillow.com and pick out a house really quick. So here I am on Zillow. I typed in Buffalo, New York as my city that I'd like to live in. And then what I'm going to do is scroll down, pick a house that I like. We'll say it's this one. And we are going to just pull out the key information from this house for the first page of our project. So I see I've got my price right here. I've got the number of bedrooms, the number of bathrooms, the square footage. This square footage is how big your house is. There's another question if we pop back to our Jamboard that asks for the lot size down here. For that, you're going to have to scroll down a little bit, and it should say in here what the lot size is. There's this little symbol right here. If you hover over it, it says lot, and my lot size is 10,079 square feet. It could also be shown in acres as well if you have a house with a lot of land. So we're going to copy down all the information that's asked for and move on to our next slide. So after we've filled out the first slide with where our house is going to be, the asking price, things like that, we come to our second page and we are going to copy and paste a minimum of 3 pictures of the favorite parts of our house to this slide. So we could use any of these pictures, find the ones that you really like. Maybe you really like the backyard, so you get a picture of that. Maybe you like this nice picture of the sunroom that's in the back. Whatever works for you. Minimum of 3, nice and simple. Following this, we are going to slide 3, and we want to list a few reasons slash features why we're choosing to buy this home. Again, you're kind of going off of those pictures that you just put in there. What do you like about the house? The other part of this question is, do you believe that this is a forever home or a starter home? Okay, if you choose a pretty small house, there's only a couple bedrooms, 1 or 2 bedrooms in it, it's not going to be a forever home in all likelihood if you plan on having kids or having a family. So think about that. And tell me, do I think this is a forever home or a starter home, and why? We should be using complete sentences in this part of the project. You should have like 3 to 4 sentences on this page. Nothing major, shouldn't take you that long, but complete sentences. On your next page, now we get into the math. So you're planning on making a 25% down payment and will finance the rest. How much do you end up financing? So this is just an example. Your numbers are going to be different. If my house was $100,000, okay, in order to figure out my down payment, I've got a percentage here. I'm going to take that 25%, and I know I need to multiply. But first things first, I have to move that decimal once, twice, so I've got 0.25. So I take my 100,000, multiply it by 0.25%, or 0.25, and that's going to give me a down payment of $25,000. Okay, this is my down payment. I'm not done yet. It wants to know how much we finance. Finance means you're taking out a loan, so I take the price of the house. I'm taking out a loan, but not for all of it. I was able to pay some of it up front. I was able to pay $25,000. Okay, so right here, I'm left with $75,000 that I still owe, meaning this is what I need to finance, or the loan that I need to take out. So this is the final answer to this question, is after we subtract that down payment to figure out what our loan is. Page number 5, this part, we get to figure out what our monthly payment is going to be, and we have 2 different offers that we actually get to choose from. So obviously when you're taking out a loan, you can look multiple places and get different offers for that loan. So I have one offer right here and one offer right here. I will go through one of these offers and show you the basic process, but you'll have to do both of them in your project. So the amount we finance, this is straight from the previous page. We know we're financing $75,000. My interest rate for offer 1 is right up here. It says 5%. So I'm just taking that right from the from the Jamboard here. The number of years is 15, again, right from the offer. 15 years. Now I need to find my monthly payment. This is where we're going to use that Google mortgage calculator. So when I jump to that page, I'm just going to fill in the information. I know I'm taking out a $75,000 loan. I know that it's not going to be a 15 or a 30-year loan. It's going to be a 15-year loan. And then I'm going to change my percentage to 5%. And it looks like my monthly payment is going to be $593. So I'm just going to go back to my Jamboard and put in that $593. Okay, last part to this is we want to find the total amount paid. I have a hint down here. It says take your monthly payment. That's what MP stands for, is your monthly payment, which we just found, $593, and multiply it by the number of payments. You might be thinking, well, how many payments are there? Well, if it's a 15-year loan and there are 12 months in a year, you just take 15 and multiply it by 12. This equals a total of 180 payments. I'm going to have to pay that monthly payment 180 times. So now I take that, multiply it by my monthly payment, that $593. So 180 times 593. And I'm actually paying back $106,740. Okay. Now be careful. It's 180 payments when it is a 30-year or when it's a 15-year loan like in offer 1, but offer 2 is not a 15-year loan. It is a 30-year loan. Therefore, it's not going to be 180 payments. It's going to be more. Just be careful when you get to that part. So afterwards, you are going to, after you figure out both of these offers, you're going to fill out the left side and the right side. You are going to choose which one you would want to pick if you were actually buying this house. You're going to have to come up with a reason for that. So base it on the numbers that you get. You can look at your monthly payment. You could look at your total amount paid and tell me which offer is better for you and why. Again, we're using complete sentences here. Doesn't need to be very lengthy. This one might only be 1 to 2 sentences, but pick which offer you're choosing and tell me why you are choosing that offer. To finish off our project, now we're going to be looking at apartments. So we're going to be going to apartments.com and choosing which apartment we want to live in. First things first is how much money will you have to pay for rent each month? So on apartments.com, you'll find an apartment that you think suits you. And this time I want you to get a little bit more specific. Obviously there's ranges. So this one says $1,400 to $2,000 per month. I want you to try and see if you could find a better price, more exact. Obviously, if we are getting the 1-bedroom apartment, that's the one that's going to be your $1,400 there. If you're getting the 3-bedroom apartment, that's the one that's probably going to be a little bit more expensive. Currently, this apartment doesn't show that any are available. So if you need help narrowing down your price, call me over. But this is going to be generally what that price is. The name of your apartment complex. This one is called Fireside Luxury Apartments. Okay. That's going to be the next thing right here is the name. What utilities are included? This is where everybody had issues in the practice that we did the last 2 days in class. So let me show you. You're going to have to scroll down. You literally are looking for utilities included. Some places have it, some places don't. Right here, it specifically says what utilities are included. So for this apartment complex, it has water, sewer, trash removal, and cable. That means you're not paying for those when you get there. So specifically look for utilities included. All right. If it doesn't show this, then you would say, okay, nothing is included in my house. No utilities are included. From there, we move on and we need to list our 5 favorite amenities. Again, we're just looking for that keyword amenities. These are just the added features. Community amenities right here and apartment features. This is where you're going to find the list of things that you can use. So this place has a pool, a fitness center. Maybe I really like that. Maybe I really like that there's air conditioning and walk-in closets. I'm choosing my 5 favorite things from the amenities and the features for this apartment and filling it out on my Jamboard. Again, we're going to take 3 pictures, a minimum of 3 pictures, and show the favorite parts of our apartment. So again, you could use the pictures that are right on the website. There's going to be more than enough for you to choose from here. Try and find something that, shows why you're choosing that place. And on to our last slide. This is our reflection. It is, what is one benefit of renting an apartment over buying a house? So why might that be a benefit to you? You can look back at your notes. We have gone over this. Or you could just base it off of what you found in this project. Number 10 says, what is one benefit of buying a house instead of renting an apartment? Again, full, complete sentences for these. You're only going to need one sentence for each of them. And then last but not least, would you rather rent an apartment or buy a house? So give me your final choice. What would you like to do? And tell me why. Good luck. If you need to, rewatch this video. If you're confused on any part of the project, you'll have a couple days to work on this to make sure it's done. It will be a nice grade for you as long as you complete anything. Let it help you. That's all I've got for you. Good luck, and let's get going on this project.